am sitting with my feet in the water of a beautiful river in Belomagouji, just outside of Paris. I made it! I traveled across the world in a pandemic, and this is my month to relax and slow down. Small towns are underrated in international destinations. We go for the fast-paced sightseeing and jam-packed itinerary. But are we really experiencing a new culture in a thoughtful and real way? I definitely have my plans to soak up Paris, don't get me wrong. But this month is about something more. It's about looking at the cows on a dewy morning walk, exchanging warm smiles with the baker at the boulangerie. A time to unplug and slow down. But the past few weeks were not this peaceful. Let's rewind for a second to see how we got here. Good morning. I'm a little nervous about this. I'm going to be calling an agency, a rental agency in Barcelona, to try to get some information about their homes that they have listed. I need to figure out what the agency fee is and if we want to go this route. So I have prepared some questions in Spanish. I wrote them down just so I wouldn't get nervous and forget what I wanted to say. But one of the first questions I'm just going to ask if they speak English and try to go that route. I didn't end up calling an agency on WhatsApp that day since I couldn't find one that was on the app. I finally got in touch with Kurt from Idealista. He spoke perfect English, by the way. And he said that his listings had an additional agency fee and VAT tax, which comes to around 1,500 euros. This is a common thing to see with apartments rented through agencies, but if you do not go through an agency, you have to be careful that you are not being scammed. I finally found Spot a Home, which is a third-party site used to connect landlords and tenants. They verify each listing so that you can have confidence and peace of mind. There are some listings that have really high landlord fees, but you can also find some that are pretty reasonable or have none at all. We applied for a couple of apartments and got rejected for various reasons. Just when we were getting discouraged, we flippantly applied for another listing we found in Elborn and got accepted. This is a one-bedroom, but it has a large walk-in closet that we are going to convert into our son Roman's room. It is only about a 15-minute walk to my school, a kilometer from the beach, and the best part is that it was in our budget with no extra fees. We are really excited to make this our home for the next year and think it will be a perfect fit. Now back to actually moving. Here is some footage of me taking pictures of my ginormous closet to sell on Depop, which surprisingly went pretty well. I sold the rest to a local thrift store to obtain my first ever capsule wardrobe. Oh yeah, and our visas came in. Here is all of the paperwork we had to submit, and then we had to wait 6 weeks. It was no easy task. We sold our car, so I walked with Roman to get groceries, like this. After weeks of posting on Facebook Marketplace, we finally started looking pretty empty. Surprisingly, our neighbors wanted a lot of our furniture, which made it much easier on us. We kept using it until the last day and then helped them move everything into their apartment. Of course, I needed to take a moment to say goodbye to my plants. Even though I am not the ideal plant mom, they have a piece of my heart. Realistic footage of my suitcase, and yes, it required a lot of sitting on it to get it shut. A few keepsakes that we decided to bring to make it feel like home wherever we are. The records we bought in Greece, so it just felt right to continue to take them around the world. Finally, we had a yard sale to sell off the last little knickknacks that we had, and then threw a party to say our last goodbyes to friends. This was definitely the hardest part for me since we have made so many amazing friendships during our 4 years in Portland. On my last day in Portland, I hopped on a train and rode around the town one more time to say my goodbyes. The city has really shaped who I am and has become part of my identity for so long. Letting go of it is like letting go of a part of myself. It feels like it's the right time to say goodbye, but it still isn't easy. Goodbyes are a part of life, and they open up the door for a new hello. It creates room in my heart for a new experience and love, so I'm choosing to embrace it. Everything we own in the world are in these bags. And we watch out the plane window as evergreen hills shrink smaller and smaller. The plane rides were long and hard, but all of it was worth it when we saw this.
Votre attention, s'il vous plaît. Voie 4, en raison d'un accident de signalisation.
Thank you for watching to this unconventional vlog. I am excited to have some future content to share on France soon, but I'm also taking things slow and at my own pace. Most of my evenings look like this: eating a good dinner, playing in the sunset, enjoying us, enjoying France. Bonsoir mes amis. Jusqu'à la prochaine fois.